Welcome back. I hope you're rested and ready for the new season. I don't think we really got the most out of the team last year. The car didn't really improve as I would have liked. Let's try and do better this time.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my F1 2019 career mode for the first race of Season 2. Sorry we weren't able to see the end of last season, but we were able to finish strong and finish in 6th place in the championship. And as you can see here, we purchased 5 upgrades, so hopefully we should be right up there, maybe even challenging the top teams. Looks like there's going to be no wet weather for this weekend. And also there has been a few driver transfers for this season. So as you can see, Lewis Hamilton will be replacing Alexander Albon at Red Bull, and Albon will be taking Lewis's seat for this season. Ricciardo will be our new teammate, so it'll be a double Australian driver lineup for Alfa Romeo, and Raikkonen will be moving to Renault. As you can see here, we actually at the end of last season dropped behind Renault on paper, but we've got back ahead of them after those 5 upgrades. But without further ado, let's get into qualifying and see how we can do over 1 lap.
We're just about ready to kick off today's qualifying here in Melbourne. It's the Australian Grand Prix. It always looked like the kind of track that asks an awful lot of the rear tyres, such as the frequency of low-speed exits.
No matter how good a driver is at managing their throttle application to limit rear slip, they can't always overcome a car that's inherently bad at looking after its rear tyres. Here we have a lot of low-speed corner exits, which means a whole load of energy, heat and tyre wear.
So we move into our first lap in Q1. We're on the medium tyre here, hopefully trying to get through to the next qualifying without wasting a set of softs. So we go DRS up to the line. It's been a pretty tidy lap, but let's see, what will it be? P4, so pretty good there. And now we'll fast forward through the session here, dropping down to P9 as Sergio Perez goes top of the timesheets, with our teammate in 3rd place on the soft tyre. Looks like we're the only medium tyre here. Now we've dropped out of the top 10. So we scroll down, we see we're in P12, so we're going to have to go out again here. So we jump all the way to the end of the lap, down in P16, I think that is. So let's see, we're over a second up on our last lap. So I think we should be able to get through. Let's see what it is. And we are able to get through comfortably in P4. So the car had good pace on the soft tyres. Fortunately, we had to use one of them. So as we see here, our teammate down in P8. We are running 101 difficulty here in qualifying. So we stick a tyre in the grass on our second run here in qualifying 2. We're over a second up on the last one. Didn't set a very good lap, just a real banker. But as we crossed the line, I think I saw P4 there. Let's see, confirmation there, P4. So really good job. Let's see if our teammate got through, hopefully. But as we look at the results, Daniel Ricciardo's down in P11. So unfortunately, he couldn't get through. But so we're the only Alpha in the top 10. Valtteri Bottas at the top of the timesheets here. So now we move to our final run in Q3. Our first lap got us up to P4. I'm going to show you the whole lap, so enjoy.
excellent lap. We're really pleased.
So a really good lap there, getting us up into P5, 3/10 off the lead. Valtteri Bottas will start on pole, with Sergio Perez in fourth. So let's see how we do in the race.
They say that even a second is an eternity in Formula One, so going 4 winter months with no racing at all has seemed a very long time indeed. We're back though in Melbourne, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. I'm joined today in the commentary box, as I will be throughout this season, by a great racing driver, former F1 competitor, former world champion, and as he tells me all too often, an all-round top chap. It's the one and only Anthony Davidson. And tell me, here we are, first Grand Prix of the season, first time racing these cars. What are the big questions that need to be answered here, in your view?
Oh, thanks, Crofty. It's a real privilege to be here, and I can't wait to see what's in store for us this season. Now, to answer your question, one of the biggest things is reliability. Formula One cars are full of very sophisticated but also very sensitive technology, and this first Grand Prix of the season is going to push them to the limits. So the most important thing today is to stay out of trouble, get to the end of the race and keep everything in good condition.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, the rookie, and Albon, Norris, Vettel, Leclerc, and Nico Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Carlos Sainz, and Faber, Butler, Magnussen, Daniel Kvyat, and Antonio Giovinazzi. Grosjean and George Russell ends our grid lineup, and with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
So it's going to be a one-stop strategy from the soft to the mediums here. No rain expected. And I have upped the difficulty from 101 to 102. But let's get to the grid and get underway for this Australian Grand Prix. So we build up the revs here as we go to 5 red lights for the Australian Grand Prix. Lights out. Let's get this underway. We get an okay start here. Not able to gain any positions. Into the first corner. We're tucked in behind Verstappen. Maybe one of them making a mistake, trying to capitalise on it. So you can see our tyres already on 11%, as we obviously had to do that one lap in Q2 yesterday. But just sitting back for now, as Verstappen and Sergio Perez are still side by side, but there's a mistake there and it opens the door for us. We're able to slip down the inside of Perez, and also his teammate Norris is there, and he's trying to go down our inside now, but we're able to fend him off. He's still there. Can we stick it around the outside for the next right-hander? Let's see. We brake later than him and able to get around the outside, and we can chase after Verstappen again. Norris has good straight line speed here. He's right behind us now. Is he going to look around the outside here, the fast left-hander? Left-right chicane? No, so we cut onto lap 2. Still behind Verstappen. We got pretty similar pace. And there's a big train behind us here. Norris not able to get past us though. And as you can see there, Lucas Faber out of the race. So that's one less runner in this Australian Grand Prix. So now on lap 3, Norris still right behind us. Is he going to make a move into turn 3? He has a little look, not really, because we got a little wide. Verstappen still holding that lead out there. And now he's starting to pull away a bit, as we seem to not have the pace. Maybe we shouldn't have upped the difficulty. That's right. So now on to lap 5. Verstappen and his new teammate of Lewis Hamilton fighting for P2. as we go through the final corner and on the main straight. We cross over onto lap 6 now. Norris will have DRS. He's down the inside of us. Can we hold it around the outside? We get good traction, but he's still there as we're on the curve a little bit. He'll have the DRS. So will his teammate behind, as they're both trying to go down our inside. Can we hold it around Sergio Perez here? We're able to, but we'll have to concede the place to Norris there. Hopefully now, because I think the 2 Racing Points have more pace, Norris can pull us along, get us closer to the 2 Red Bulls. So now on lap 7, he's built a little bit of a gap, not too much though. We're still in the DRS range, and you can see how much closer the Red Bulls are now, as Sergio Perez has good straight line speed down this mini straight and into the fast left right chicane. Will he try and make a dive? No. As we gain a lot in those particular corners. We now got DRS on Lando Norris, gaining on him, but just a bit too far back. In terms of strategy here, we might be looking to make an undercut on Norris, as these tyres are starting to feel a bit second hand here. But we got DRS here on this main straight. We dip a little bit of tyre on the grass, that doesn't help us, so that might stop our chances from getting past him. But Perez, it won't stop Perez's as he gains on us. And we now got DRS on this next straight. Can we get Norris into turn 3? No, we're just a bit too far back again here. That exit from the last corner did not help us. And now on lap 8, Perez is trying to make a move on this mini straight into the fast left right chicane. He's able to get it. Oh, we've got DRS on the back straight here. Going from right to left, around the outside into the right hander. Can we make it stick? Bit of contact on the front right tyre of ours, but crucially here we have dropped a bit back from Norris. Hopefully we're still in the DRS range. Here we go. Let's see. Now we've dropped out, so hope we need a mega lap here to get us back in. Otherwise we might be in trouble. As you can see now, Norris pulling away a little bit. So we make a huge mistake there, which will allow Perez to come back on us on this mini straight again. He's trying to go around the outside here into the fast chicane. We're side by side still, but we're able to squeeze him out as we try and transmit a radio message there. It didn't work though. But now Perez with DRS goes down our inside. We let him go through though, as he has more pace than us, so we try and use him to get us back into the fight with Lando Norris. On lap 9 here, as we dip a tyre in the grass there, not too good, second time we've done that. Also got Albon behind us threatening to make a move, and we got this big train as we're probably going to start making a pit stop soon. Albon right behind us now, and on lap 10 here, are we going to come? I think we're going to come in this lap. Yep. Coming in with Perez. I think Norris pit the lap before. Well, get it all slowed down. Yep, it's good. Can we overtake Perez here in the pits? Maybe, if we get a good stop from our team. Let's see. Yep, 2.1 second stop. We get held from Perez a little bit there, but it's alright. Still in this.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Well, let's see. Can we get in front of the Williams here? Nah. So maybe it was a good idea to pit lap before, but it is going to be a stretch from the medium tyres. We need to get past Russell as soon as possible. Try and stay in the DRS of Sergio Perez, as he's going to be pretty quick in clean air. We've also got to try and conserve the tyres here as we cut into lap 11, and we got DRS on the back straight here. Can we make a move? We need to get on with it here so we can catch up to Perez again. Russell goes defensive, he locks up, but no chance of getting moved there. But because of that lock-up, he gets a bad exit, and we're able to go down the inside to that right-hander, fast right-hander there. Let's see, and yep, we've stayed in the DRS, which is crucial for us. Hopefully trying to close up. And I only just noticed Perez is on the hard tyre, so hopefully that'll give us the advantage. Oh, it should, because mediums are much faster around here. it looks like we're out of 1 second, but game's saying we're still in and having DRS. But then on the next lap we don't, and we look closer as we set a personal best lap time there, going on to lap 13. Let's see, are we in DRS now? No. So unfortunately we've dropped out here, but on to lap 14. We have a very quick Leclerc behind us. He didn't have very good qualifying, and now he's right on the back of us here. Leclerc will have DRS here. It's going to be tough to keep him behind. I think we'll just let him go. Try and use him to pull us along in this race. So he gets past, and he'll have DRS to pull away from us on this straight. But actually the slipstream working really well as we take a little look around the outside. Still right behind him here, but he gains a lot there. And look how much he's gained over just 1 lap. Even though we're setting a personal best lap time here, we're out of the DRS now. Hopefully they can keep battling like that. They're side by side now. Great battle between Perez and Leclerc. Let's see as they go into turn 3. Perez trying to go around the outside of Leclerc. In the meantime, this is helping us close up. I think a lock up there from Leclerc into turn 3. They're still side by side. Look how close we're getting now, as Perez has to concede that position. And now on the back straight we've got DRS here on lap 18. They're still going at it in front of us. And as you can see
There is a fault to the DRS. You won't be able to open the rear wing. We're working on it.
Means DRS has actually failed, so that's not good. But as we go around the outside of Sergio Perez on the hard tyres, can we keep up with him here, or will he pull away? Luckily we got the tyre advantage here, but we're going to be really slow on the straights compared to him if he stays in the DRS of Leclerc. As you can see there, he's really pulling away from us, and now because of that, Albon, I'm trying to go down the inside. Can we make it stick around the outside here? Yep, we squeeze him out, and you can see how much Perez is pulling a gap on us now. Again on the next lap, Albon tries to go down the inside. We squeeze him to the wall. Can we stay ahead of the new Mercedes driver? Yep, and we aggressively push him out wide there. We want to keep this position in P7. And now Perez is waltzing away from us on lap 22. And again, Albon tries to go down the inside, but we're able to keep it here. He'll have DRS as he's able to keep it in here. He tries to go down outside. Can we keep it here? We're still side by side through the next left-hander, but we're just able to stay in front. I think Perez is gone now, and now Albon is going on our outside. We go defensive to the inside. Can we make it work here? Yep, and we squeeze him out again. So I think that's like the 4th time he's tried it, and now 5th time. Can he this time finish the move off? And we're still able to stay in front. But this time now he's really close to us. He goes down our inside on the fast left-right chicane, but we're still able to get in front. But now he'll have DRS on the back straight. This should be a pretty easy move for us. We go defensive to the inside, but he's just going to be patient and wait for the main straight here. So we've been able to keep the Thai Brit driver behind us, just into out of the last corner. We can't get the exit right. It's not a very strong corner for us. As you can see again, we get a huge amount of oversteer. And this time Albon's able to get in front of us before the braking zone, and he's cleanly up into P7. And he'll also have the DRS for good measure here as well. So now on lap 27, we set a purple first sector, but Albon seems to be matching us. We've still got good pace on these mediums, even though the tyre wear is starting to tick in a bit. And now on lap 28, we've actually dropped out of DRS, so I think that's going to be P7 gone for us, and we'll have to settle for P8 here. So as we cut onto the last lap of the Grand Prix, it's been a pretty frustrating race. Haven't been able to really gain. Obviously DRS failure doesn't help, so I think we're going to have to take P8.
so, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
So as you look at the race results here, you can see Valtteri Bottas won, with Verstappen second, Hamilton in P3, rounding out the podium. Our teammate was able to hold on for 1 point here, so that'll be crucial for the constructor standing as we now go and look at that. So as you can see, we're P5. Racing Point actually got in P3, so Ferrari will not be happy with that race there, and we'll be looking to bounce back for the Bahrain Grand Prix next weekend. So as we look here, as we see the R&D tree, we have purchased a chassis upgrade and a reliability upgrade for next week. But anyways, make sure you subscribe, like, share the video with your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next week for the Bahrain Grand Prix.